It's time to say goodbye. Hey everybody, Kwame here. It's so good to see you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're having a good rest of the year, all that goodness. As you saw by the title of the video, I am selling my Panasonic G9. It's a tough decision, and it's not a financial decision, but I've decided to pare down some gear, and the G9 was the most obvious but most painful choice. And in fact, I've even tried to sell this multiple times, and I keep pulling it down off of eBay because I just convinced myself, I can still use this thing. It's a great camera, it brings me joy, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's time to let this go and let someone else use it. And the main reason is because of this camera here that I'm using, the A6100. I primarily use this camera for video. In fact, in owning this for over a year, I only have like 850 shutter counts on this camera, which is insane. But I've been using it for video, and as much as I love it for video, the A6100 just works better for me. And I found APS-C cameras just do a great job. That's number one. And number two is, I really want to pare down my gear and just have something that's uniform. And the E-mount system works for me from Sony, right? So having the A7 II and the A6100, having lenses that I can share between the two makes it so I don't have to carry as many lenses. And one of the things I was looking at purchasing on here was like the 17mm Olympus lens. That way I could shoot video and all that good stuff. But if I'm just using this to shoot YouTube videos right now, it's not worth it. And even when I go back to in-client work and all that good stuff, the A6100 and the A7 II will be just perfect for what I need. Now, does this mean that I think Micro Four Thirds is dead or anything like that? No, not by any means. I think even still, several years later, the G9 is one of the most underrated cameras on the market. If you're looking to do hybrid photography, hybrid video, this is a great camera. I mean, even though this is only a 20 megapixel Micro Four Thirds camera, you can do like a high res mode where it will take 4 pictures, stitch them together, and then you can have an 80 megapixel image, and it's massive. Like, I've shot it a couple times like that, and it's just too big for me to use. I don't need that much resolution, but if you do, you can get that. The lens selection for Micro Four Thirds is amazing, and if you're trying to go light, like with light camera setup, getting a Micro Four Thirds camera and the gear is a no-brainer, right? You can get even the biggest lens for Panasonic is the 100 to 400. It's not cheap, it's $1,500, but it's tiny when you think full frame. That's a 200 to 800 millimeter lens. It's a tiny lens compared to even the Sony 200 to 600, which I'm not getting because it's way too big. So I don't think there's anything wrong with Micro Four Thirds. I don't think it's dead. I don't think you should not invest in Micro Four Thirds. You shouldn't sell your Micro Four Thirds gear. If it's working for you, keep it, run with it. I mean, anyone who gets a camera like this G9, you could use this camera for the next 10 years and it will be perfectly fine. Like, I'm that confident in it. But for me personally, I've just moved on to something not better, it's just different. And I've always been a person who go with what works for you. At the time this worked for me, but now the A6100 and the A7 II, that works for me, and I plan on keeping these two cameras for years to come. I don't need any of the new features of the newer cameras. The hardest part about getting rid of this camera is it is so cool. So yeah, it sucks getting rid of this camera, and I'm getting rid of everything. So the 2 lenses, battery grip, I'm even throwing in like a dummy battery, 3 batteries, charger, everything is going in the sale. By the time you're watching this video, it's hopefully already sold, so I don't have a link to the sale itself. But it's been a great camera. It's if anyone's looking to get into photography and video or any kind of hybrid shooting, I definitely recommend the Panasonic G9. Oh yeah, and it's weather sealed too. So I mean, this thing is tough. You can take this out the middle of a snowstorm and you'll be fine. So yeah, it's time to say goodbye. Trying to do this before the end of the year, so in 2021 I can have a new beginning, new fresh start, all that good stuff, and starting off with just the gear and the essential gear that I need. That's the reason why, if you saw one of my previous videos, I talked about the 70 to 350 for the APS-C lenses. I sent that back because I want something that works on both the Sony a6100 and the Sony a7. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I being crazy by getting rid of this camera? Am I going to make a mistake and regret it? Or like me, are you guys thinking just, paring down to the essential gear that you need? I know, trust me, I love gear. I love getting gear. I love reviewing gear and talking about gear. For 2021, one of the things I'm really going to work on is just getting better at my craft and getting better at what I have. There's only one lens I plan on getting, and it's that Sigma 100 to 400. But even then, I'm not going to get it right away. Maybe February, maybe March. We'll see. Thank you as always for watching this video. Please, if you like this content, like what I do, hit the thumbs up down below. Hit subscribe. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithms. You can check out all my other videos where I've talked about Sony gear, the Panasonic G9, and other photography and video related things. I have a podcast, Studio Talks, you can check out down below also, and my website. You can go over there, see the pictures that I've posted and pictures that I'm working on and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching this video. I truly appreciate every one of you. I hope you have a very safe New Year's, and I will see you guys in 2021. Talk to you later. Bye bye.